he should just stick to one person and fight. Like, he said, you're gonna fight Rolly, fight Rolly. If you're gonna fight Haney, fight Haney then. Like, but for in my instance.
Pro boxing fans, we're here in London. It's fight week. Adam Azim. Firstly, how are you? How's things?
Firstly, how are you, man? It's been a while.
Good, bro. I'm good. You know, enjoyed a bit of time off. Now we're back in the groove. February starts, and it seems like a lot of fights are kicking off this time. With this fight, Buatsi Azeez is yourself defending the European title. Talk to me about this, man. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. It's been quite fast. It's been quick. How are you enjoying this journey so far?
Yeah, the journey's been extremely well. The way I'm going right now is brilliant. The way it's tracking, the way I'm getting pushed into these fights, the way I'm obviously taking these fights as well. It's all good because it's all learning at the end of the day, and it's good that I'm getting into entertaining fights as well.
They say momentum carries in boxing, and you know you've got great momentum at this present time. Obviously, just fought only a couple of months ago. I was there in Wolverhampton. The atmosphere is great. Obviously, you've got fighting Poulsen, who's a bit more experienced, who's been around a little bit more. Just talk to me about sort of this momentum that you're carrying into this event.
Yeah, well, the momentum is out, and obviously keep fighting, keep getting those, keep fighting and getting the experience. But the one thing about Poulsen, he's going to hit and move. He's going to try and box me, but there's levels to this game.
Talk to me about your opponent, though, man. Obviously, he's had a decent amateur sort of pedigree. We know your amateur pedigree has been vast. What do you see in Poulsen that you think, you know what, he might bring to the table on Saturday night?
He's got good feet. I don't think I think he's a good, decent boxer, but he hasn't got nothing that can do anything to me. I feel like me getting to that fight, when he sees the speed and power, he ain't going to do nothing.
Adam, this journey's been quick, like I said at the start. By the end of this year, where do you want to be at? Realistically, I know you picked the European title, and with you, when I talk to you, every time I talk to you, listen, even on social media, you're posting about world glory, but sometimes I'm sure Shane's sort of pulling the reins, pulling you down a little bit, saying calm down, you're still young. But ideally, at the end of this year, where do you want to be?
Well, hopefully, you know, I could fight like, Israel Barroso like tomorrow if I wanted to, or even Haney or Ryan Garcia. But it's the process that I want to be ready before I go into that, league. The thing is that, you could be in that league straight away, but some people I'm not ready, do you understand? So with me, I want to be ready before I go into that scene. So I want to still climb up slowly into the world stage, hopefully get some experience, and then hopefully 2025 is where I can start looking at that towards that moment.
Actually, talking about Ryan Garcia, he's been in the frame for the last couple of months. There's a lot of talk about him fighting Haney, and then Romero. None of the fights happening. He's having sort of back and forth with his promoter Oscar De La Hoya. He's teamed up with Floyd Mayweather. What do you make of Ryan Garcia and what's going on with him right now?
He should just stick to one person and fight. Like, he said, you're going to fight Rolly, fight Rolly. If you're going to fight Haney then. But in my instance, I think he should have gone with the Haney fight because it's a bigger fight instead of Rolly, and Haney's got the world title, so it makes sense. But he's sometimes confusing because he can't stick to his words, do you understand? Like, he needs to stick with the Haney fight, in my opinion.
What do you make of Devin Haney and what he's done in boxing so far? He's cleaned up, and he's picking up titles, fought in some great fights. What do you make of Haney's career so far?
Yeah, he's clean. He's done really well, actually. Obviously, he was undisputed world champion. He's obviously won another title at WBC. He's in the super lightweight as well. So he's done that. He's had a tremendous career. And the thing about Haney, I was a bit shocked that he didn't stop Regis Prograis after he's buzzed him and dropped him as well. So if that was me, I would have put the foot on the gas and actually stopped Regis Prograis. But yeah, he's done well. But I think when he comes up with Gervonta, I think it's a different story.
I did want to talk about that. There's a lot of rumours right now that, Haney's willing to accept the same deal that Ryan Garcia had against Gervonta. If them two were to fight, Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, how does that fight play out?
Gervonta, man, too powerful. He's very skillful as well, but I don't think Haney will be running, Gervonta will be hunting. So
I like that. Talking about Lomachenko, he's back against George Kambosos. How do you see that one playing out? We know Kambosos, back in Australia, it can be a bit of a tough ask, but Lomachenko's Lomachenko. How do you see this one playing out?
I think Lomachenko stops him. I think the combination punches of Lomachenko and this feet of Lomachenko will dissect obviously George Gambos's, and I think I reckon he gets stopped by a body shot. 100%.
Final few before I do let you go. A big fight, undisputed clash in Saudi Arabia in a couple of weeks' time. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. As these fights come closer, there's all these rumours happening in sparring and blah 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 blah. But how do you see that fight playing out?
Tyson Fury.
Why? Is it too big, too strong?
I think he's just too big and he's very skillful. But I think with the Ngannou fight, he didn't want to like show. I think he just like didn't have a big camp or anything. He wasn't serious. But he's definitely serious for this fight, I reckon.
Actually, talking about Ngannou AJ, that's a weird one. It's a good fight, man. What do you make of that one?
I think AJ knocks him out. Yeah, AJ knocks him out.
Finally, what do you want to say to the crowd that are going to be coming in on Saturday night from Slough or from anywhere else and watching on Sky Sports?
Watch out on Saturday night. It's going to be a showcase, co-main event. Let's get that knockout, baby.
Adam Azim, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for talking to Pro Boxing fans.